from an independent perspective, is this the caliber of music that independents should be striving for,
Right.
that is being showcased and quote unquote exploited and validated on a platform like XXL to say this is what the culture of hip hop looks like today, or this is what the standard of hip hop looks like today?
Yeah.
And should independent artists strive to do or mimic that type of artistry or lyricism in order to make it within the industry?
I know y'all not gonna like this.
Did you make it already, or you hadn't made it?
No, I'm about to make
I was about to say.
Oh,
Okay.
what you
so
about to say?
I was on my way over here, and I was in the car, and then that's the melody of the sample on the Cardi B Outside song. That's a good song, guys. Outside's a good song. I know we don't like Cardi in here, but
Oh, listen, I'm not.
I'm not a
the
Cardi
song's
either.
good, man.
No, I would say the song. I'm not gonna say it's good.
Whoever wrote it, they did a.
I'm not gonna
I'm gonna
say
say the song works.
Whoever wrote it did a pretty good
I'm gonna
job.
say the song works. And it
Track
works.
is nice.
It works excellently. It works. I don't mean I like it. It works though.
It's
No.
It works.
Yeah,
It works because she stole it. That's why it works.
I forgot about that.
How'd you forget?
I forgot
they
about
stole
that.
it.
So hold on,
From the
hold
chick
on.
in what, North Carolina?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
She put the whole situation
Absolutely
on.
stole it.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not
So it worked.
even really. Well, we can't say that in fair. And see, that's what I always say too about when people say.
They said she stole it.
Again, a comment was made yesterday at the event. So yesterday they had a creator summit. Recording Academy had a creator summit.
I missed it.
And the comment was made. So it's very interesting to see the perspective of the independent versus the major and just the rooms that they're in on a consistent basis. And, you know, thankfully we have an opportunity to be in both rooms. So we have, you know, a well-rounded perspective of what is and what is not, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to hear somebody say in the room yesterday, you know, a great record will find its way. Whereas somebody asked the question, an independent asked the question about, you know, how should they focus their promotion on independent records, and, you know, what do they need to do to get their music heard? And the response was, a great record will find its way. I don't agree with that. The Cardi record is a perfect example because, like you said, she stole the song, right? It's not bar for bar the same words, but it's basically the track is it's like a 90% bite off the track, and even the cadence and like attitude and the melody of the verses is very similar, like 80-90%. So that means it was already a good song, right?
That's right.
But we've never heard it though, right? So you can't just say a good song will find its way. It had to be found by somebody else and basically
it found
stolen.
It found its way.
In somebody else's hands. That's
it definitely found its way.
That's
into Cardi B's
That's a painful
hands
truth.
When they faithfully either reproduced.
It's not the identical track, but
so
because that's a sample anyway that anybody could sample.
Exactly.
But
they sampled the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
To show
the
that
whole
it was
outside.
And she put it out.
And that's
said,
all that's
hey,
the same.
They took this song.
Yeah.
Here's the original that I did.
Yeah.
Here's Cardi B's. Notice there's really not any difference between the two.
Yeah.
She took it. Blah blah blah, right?
Yeah,
but
she said she put it out and was just like, man, she don't even do those kind of songs.
Right?
They had asked her to do a record like that, and so she didn't think nothing else of it. It never actually got released. It was only available on YouTube.
Right, and it got released. If it's on YouTube, it's released.
That's theoretically.
Theoretically, if you put it out anywhere, that song has been. It may not be released on major DSPs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as soon as you put that out for public consumption, in some way, capacity, it's a release song. Yeah. And they heard it, and they were like, "Oh."
It was like, "That's a good idea."
That's a good idea.
It
That
did.
song is-
It would
that song
every
is popular.
writer producer do. I would make a couple changes, but I like the way that feel. Boom. Next thing you
You
know,
ain't never gonna know.
somebody else done went, redid the track.
How you not gonna know? Somebody's gonna know. If you put that song out, how are you gonna go? They're not gonna know that. I took this song from somebody else.
Yeah, I feel sorry
masses
for artists in that scenario because
I don't.
artists are just.
I don't feel sorry for artists.
He said, "I don't."
He's
like, you
this
put
is
it
my
out.
reasoning.
I'm sorry.
This is my
bad.
reasoning.
I cut you off. My bad.
But,
My bad.
I'm glad you said that though, because my thought process is, and this was said yesterday too, that artists a lot of times they trust the label and they go into the studio blindly and record songs that have been presented to them that maybe even came through their manager or through an A&R, and so they don't question where the song originated from beyond whoever presents it to them. And what happens, like, for example, in the case of segue to the Tyla moment, they're using Tyla's name, but do you think that Tyla knows anything about who originally produced what and who got credit for what and what the splits were? So they got Tyla's picture up there, Tyla's name, but she's probably none the wiser about the business aspect. And she's not an indie who it would be her business to know the business. She signed to a major. She's assuming that they've checked all the boxes. And now her face, her name is headlining a lawsuit that technically don't have anything to do with her. It's between the producers. That's why I say I feel sorry for the artist.
I don't feel
Now
sorry
tell
for
me.
them. I think the less talent you have, the more susceptible you are to this. Because if you write your own songs, if you produce your own stuff, if you involve with the creation of it, you know where the origins are. If you're sitting there, no talent, and you need somebody to hand everything to you, it's what you get. That's exactly what you get, because you don't know where it came from, who prepared it, where it come from, and it's what you get. Now, the ones that can write their own songs, that can produce it or be intimately involved with the creation of a song, it's less likely to happen to you because you're there, you creating it, you know how to create, you know how to write. But for those that can't write, they got to get stuff handed to them. It's what you get.
That's painful.
That is painful.
Because the first two names that came to my mind was Luther Vandross and Whitney Houston, who we don't know to have ever put a pen to paper, and their greatest successes is actually them remaking records that were already hit records.
That's right.
But we never questioned where they were on the talent spectrum.
I think it's different.
Would you question Whitney Houston and Luther Vandross' talent? Who will question Whitney and Luther Vandross' talent?
If there was a dispute, and actually, I think there was a dispute.
They can sing though, but can
the
they?
Dolly Parton scenario there was some dispute.
Well, from a
that.
songwriting perspective,
Are they some of the greatest singers ever?
yes.
Is it a dispute to that?
No.
So how can you compare them to Cardi B? How can you possibly compare Luther Vandross and Whitney Houston to Cardi freaking B? Stop it. Stop it.
Here's the thing about the creative process.
Ain't nobody saying Whitney. Look, no.
B always
cut it out.
He always
cut it out.
Man, he just be
cut it out, man.
He be terrorizing me.
But you want to compare
about the creative process.
But look, Luther Vandross to Cardi B.
The comparison thing. I'm talking about the creative process.
But look.
The creative process.
But look, Luther actually did write songs though.
He did. But like I'm saying,
his greatest songs he didn't write.
About some of his greatest records,
he didn't write them.
He did not.
But he did write
them so well that there are a lot of people who don't even know that his version is not the original.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's hard to compare.
When I was little, I didn't know Whitney's version was not the original.
It's hard to compare rappers to singers though, man. Singers,
it's true.
Because you can sing. Like you sing, rapping though, you can literally just get a paper and just do karaoke like Cardi B does, and like recite without any kind of skill.
In the mud.
A lot of singers do too. They sing identical to the demo,
but you still got to know how to do it though.
Today's singers,
but Ty, you got to know how to. I can't.
Would I say today's singers?
You can't give me a song and tell me to sing it. It's going to be terrible. I don't care how good the demo is. I can't do it. But you can give me somebody rap something, and I could tear it up.
I see what you're saying. You got to at least have a voice to sing.
Exactly.
You got to have. Singing is a whole different type of ability that you got to have. Rap, it doesn't take that much ability from a vocal perspective to sing, because think about it. You're singing in different octaves, different ways, right? Using your voice completely different than somebody who would rap, right? Not saying that rap is I don't know.
I guess from a hip hop perspective,
is it a lesser probable?
I guess from a
another bag of words.
From a hip hop purist perspective, I kind of am a little bit indignant from the simple fact that like you don't even care where this came from. You are so far removed from the principles of.
But what if they tell you it's good? We good.
That's too much.
We cleared
that's too much trust in.
But not even
in the system.
Not even that though. You don't even care to even righteous. You don't even care to like be a contributor to the art form. You just want somebody to hand it to you. You don't even like care enough.
See, I don't like that.
You don't even care enough.
I don't like that.
You don't even care enough to be like, okay, to research where this came from, or let me write my own verse. You don't even care that you want them to hand it to you. You memorize it and spit it. It's what you
well,
get.
that's what.
But maybe she did. Maybe she did write her own verse.
Get these non-talented models or people who just look good who can't rap. Get them out of here.
But maybe she
get
did
them all
write
out
her
here,
own
man.
verse.
Get them out of here. I doubt it. I'm tired of these non-talented.
Or you just credited with writing.
Well, let me tell you how this works. Many times,
folk songs.
And I'm gonna put it all the way out there. Which I mean, in the industry, we know this to be true. A lot of times, even songwriters, right? I consider myself a songwriter, not a rapper. I have written many a hook for a rap song, and a lot of times they will ask us, specifically the labels will ask us to start a verse, to give a verse and leave a verse open. I've done hooks and verses for some of y'all favorite artists. and then the artist does a verse. But they don't want you to send them a full song. They like, no, leave it open because they do want to get on it.
Right.
But all you would have had to hear was the first verse and the hook of that girl's song to know that Cardi B was doing something that had already been done.
That's right.
And my thing is maybe
so Cardi could have did the whole second verse, but
after that, it don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter though.
It's still theft at that point.
It don't matter. You still take it from the.
I just think when you so far out of the creation of it that you don't that this could happen to you, because I don't believe that Cardi just let me steal this girl's song. I think she just didn't know. She just didn't know.
She probably didn't
because she gets stuff handed to her, and it's like that's what you get for like being a non-talented.
That's rough.
Rapper.
That's rough. But
that's
you know
what you get.
You know what though?
Write your own.
I agree with B on that. That's
what you get.
That's what you get. Look,
what you get.
Look, let me tell you what.
So same thing with Tyla.
Let me tell you what.
That's what she
if
get.
I don't have any part
y'all rough
in the creative process at all, and you do the beat, you write the song, you bring it to me and say, sing this, everything else is good.
You know how often that happens?
No, but
all the time.
No, but it's not like I'm a singer with vocal ability. Rapping is different than singing. Singing, you got to pull it off. You got to go in there, you got to hit the runs, the notes, whatever it is.
Right.
Everything. Rapping, you can literally karaoke your way to a career if you look good and got a booty.
That's 90% of the
wrong.
rappers today, though.
But us purists who are around when the creation of this thing happened, we feel a little way about that because you got to respect the art form enough to like.
And yesterday, it was said by, let's see, currently as it stands, he is the songwriter of the year, or was that year before last? Somebody else went last year. Yeah, T-Ron said most of your, mind you, he is a prolific writer with over 20-year career. Most of your favorite rappers, they have said something in the song that he wrote.
I'm 100% sure.
So, I get it, but I'm just saying
the game is different. I'm kind of hip hop.
Well, everybody not out here writing every song from head to toe.
No, but I don't.
Rappers,
I think it equates to what B is saying. If you're so far removed from the entire process, then shame on you. But if you're in the studio and Tehran's in the studio and the producer's in the studio and he's writing and you're going, okay, I like that, but how about we do this? And y'all are creating and crafting together versus it just being 100% on a platter saying, hey, here's the beat, here's the lyrics, here's that demo of how you should sing it. And you just go, okay, cool. I'm just going to go.
You guys are rough.
And you know what? What's so crazy about it is that is how it 90% goes down.
because I could be the writer and you walk in, you're the artist, and I'm in there going, hey man, we working on this joint. You're like, oh man, I love that beat. And I go outside in, outside in. And I done stole it from somewhere. But the first time you heard it was me
That's right.
saying it.
So I'm thinking
you're gonna think it's original to me.
That's right.
And then guess what? It's not gonna be my name on Billboard magazine saying that somebody got robbed. It's gonna be yours.
That's right.
So is it still shame on you?
Yep.
Even though you sat there and watched me and you thought it was mine, but I had been on YouTube for 30 minutes before you got there looking for some melodies
but you know what?
And cadences I can steal.
You know what? Is it still shame on me?
Yep.
We say yep. I would say probably partially.
Because
partially, maybe.
Tye, because if that's the kind of environment you've curated to where you just have somebody hand you stuff, if that's the kind of environment, if that's the kind of
saw me do it though.
But if that's the kind of dependency you live off on, if that's the kind of dependency that got you where you are, shame on you. You don't write none of your hooks.
You don't write nothing.
You don't. Do you know how to write a hook?
I think what he's saying specifically is that as an artist, you do nothing except go into the booth and cut the vocals. But you're not involved in any part of any creative process outside of cutting the vocals. You don't know anything about the production of the beat.
I'm just saying
90% of them don't.
And I'm talking about rap specifically.
90% of them don't have anything to do with the beat. So they don't know where the sample's coming from. They don't know if it contains a sample. And
do you even love music?
The majority of hip hop.
No, do you
the majority of major.
No, I'm saying the artist.
Yeah, do the artists love music?
Or is this a lick for you?
But the majority of
it's a lick
of rappers signed to major labels are getting hooks from somebody else.
Yeah, but can you write a hook? Maybe for your single, right? But out of 12 songs, do you write any of them?
Probably 4. 4 out of 12.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know who it was. As much as I always say, one of the reasons why T.I. is the best rapper alive is because he have complete songs. Too many of them hooks are great. He ain't write all them hooks.
Of course not.
Ain't no way. So I don't know who did.
Well, his biggest single was Dead and Gone with Justin Timberlake, right? I don't know who wrote this.
Right, I don't know who wrote that either. But even something like a Money Roll, Cars and Clothes, I don't know if that was his idea or not. But majority of these rappers are not writing hooks anyway. And the ones that are, Nas, the hooks ain't good.
You gotta throw shade.
They just not good.
Shade at Nas already.
They just not good.
Nas will wrap circles around T.I.
Absolutely. Oh, whoa, not circles.
Hey, that's right.
Hold
we
on.
got it right here live.
Whoa.
Circles
around
T.I. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whoa. No.
Never. He said absolutely.
That would never. No.
Yeah.
Oh, that would. Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like, the thing that we're kind of talking about here with Tyla, right? Is that, I mean, for those of y'all, I mean, I'm always reading headlines and reading stuff. Tyla is currently facing a lawsuit from 2 of her collaborators who allege that they contribute significantly to her hit Water, which was a major hit, but they only received minor credit and 10% publishing royalties. Each claim the lead producer, Sammy Soso, improperly claimed a 15% share while assigning themselves and another collaborator smaller percentages. And they're demanding official producer credits, 12.5% royalty shares, public corrections to credit listings, and retroactive producer fees, arguing their role was essential to the melody and compositional structure of the global hit.
And a spot on the black ball, please. Please give me a space on that black ball, please. Because that's what's going to happen to you right now. I'm going to give you black ball.
Yep. I mean, but
you're right.
How does someone kind of deal with this situation, right? I mean, Tyla's a major signed artist, international, global artist. She probably don't know anything about what's actually truly happening. What this reminds me of, kind of what we talked about a while ago, where the guy that had the 2 songwriters, and I think it was on like Bag Fuel or something like that with SO. I think that's what SO has a Bag Fuel podcast, right? And they were talking about the 2. He had the guest had the 2 songwriters, and he didn't know what was going on with the songwriters, and one of them got kicked off on the thing and didn't have anything to do with it, or had something. It was just weird. But he, as the manager, was like, I don't even know this is going on. So think about it from her perspective, from Tyla's perspective. She doesn't even know what's happening, what's going on. But here's this thing happening with producers and songwriters not getting fair percentages or being credited. I mean, does that happen all the time?
Happens all the time.
So they got
All the time.
they got credit, but it wasn't enough.
It wasn't is that
that's, and
I don't know.
To your point though, that's the case, and that's absolutely a quick way to get blackballed
very quickly.
And let me tell you to what degree. Like, again, somebody said yesterday at the summit, they said Dr. Luke told them, when you write hits, you don't worry about what the percentage is. Because you could have, he's like, I've had 5% of a record and the first check was $2 million from radio spins. He's like, people out here fighting over crumbs of nothing. Now, Water was a huge record, right? But they're asking for 2.5% more than what they got each.
I feel like,
now, what major you think about to deal with that? They're not about to get blackballed.
Exactly. They're not going to deal with that.
Unfortunately.
I want to say rightfully so.
Even though they're probably,
I want to say rightfully so though, because I'm sorry, Ty, my bad. Even though they're probably,
I was going to say, even though they're probably entitled to something different than what they got, to end up having to go about it this way is never a good look.
No, just get it just get it on the next go round. Like, okay, you got me right here. I'm gonna get my leverage up, and then we'll see. You got to play by my rules next time. Not like, this route. Because to your point, everybody gonna want to work with you. You know what I mean? Over 2.5%. Now, granted, it could be some serious money in that, but you still ain't like you getting robbed. You getting 10%, and if you don't have any leverage, hey y'all, listen at home. Leverage is what it's all about. If you don't have no leverage, would you have gotten in the door? Because it sounds to me, again, we don't know the details. I don't know all the details. It sounds to me like this other guy, Sammy Sosa, was the guy who brought them in.
Yeah, right. I think so.
So of course he's gonna get more. He brought you in, and maybe I've seen it where guys like Sammy Sosa maybe didn't do nothing. Maybe he was just the mouthpiece, and he brought these other two in with the talent, but he got the connection, and he cut himself more. It seems slimy, but you know what? Maybe it is. But you just got to take it, in my opinion. You got to take it and just re-up and get your leverage up, in my humble opinion. Now, some may say, what's about the principle? Yeah, and this principle going to get you blackballed. Moving forward.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate truth. I'm trying to think to myself and do the math, right? Let's put that together real quick. Okay, so he said,
I can't put it together.
Sosa got 20.
No,
they each got 10.
He got 15.
He got 15.
And they got 10.
And they got 10.
They got 10.
So 10 and 10 is 20 and 15 is 35. Wow. But if the producer gets 50% of the record, where'd the other? Was that Tricky's portion? The other 15?
Probably.
That only accounts for 35% of the producer's share if they get 50% of the record.
Right. Where's the rest of it?
I don't know.
And if it went to Tricky, that's interesting because obviously he wasn't named in the suit. I guess they sued the guy who knows for fact what their contribution was to the song.
Well,
again, I don't know why you feel sorry for the artist.
Are they suing
her name
Tyla?
On it?
Are they suing Sammy's? They're suing Tyla versus Sammy. So I'm looking at it,
they're both in the suit, right?
I think Sammy Sosa was in the suit too.
Yeah,
and they got Tyla in the suit
because she released the record.
That's right. And so, but my question is, and I get what Dr. Luke is saying. I mean, he's at a completely different level than.
That's why I said sometimes they have to touch up here with what's going on down here.
Max Martin. Dr. Luke was a protege of Max Martin. You know what I'm saying? So Max Martin was a protege of Dennis Pop. You know what I'm saying? So, well, he wasn't really like a protege. They kind of like did stuff together, but Dennis was kind of like the main guy. Max Martin kind of was like the side guy, and then Dr. Luke was Max Martin's protege. And they are at a completely different level. So yeah, they may go, and I get the whole fact of, arguing over crumbs. but it's still about just doing the right type of business.
Like you said,
right?
How hard is it
right
to
type
do
of
good
business? Hey, you contributed this much to the song. You contributed this much to the song. I contributed this much to the song. Let's just go and do the split now.
But like B said,
boom.
if you don't solidify that on the front end, don't go chasing it down on the back end.
Don't chase it down on the back end.
And my thing is,
no, go ahead, B.
I've seen people get done worse though.
Yeah.
They get little to no credit.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, no, that
the
definitely
fact that
happens.
the fact that your name is on there is good for the resume and good for you maybe getting your own some kind of publishing deal.
I mean, 10% ain't nothing to sneeze at.
No, like
not on that.
Like,
Yeah.
especially if this person brought you in the door,
Yeah.
and now you're in the door. Now that you're in the room, go kick ass in that room.
Give me my 10%.
Don't sit there. Don't sit there and run out the room and scream to the house because now you out the house, dummy.
Give me my 10%.
You know what I'm saying? Go in the room and work your work. You know,
Shoot.
Yeah. Now they're asking for producer fees.
Yeah, they're asking for producer fees, royalties, credit,
and
direction on the listings. I'm like, no, they're gonna go. If we give you that, we give it to you. But
give it to you.
You ain't
That's
never
it.
gonna. You
better go get an IRA with this check. You better not spend a dime of this.
Nothing.
Because you ain't gonna see no more.
No more.
Yeah. So
no more from that.
Again, I will probably need to do a bigger deep dive to see what's going on. But from what I can understand, it sounds like this guy walking through the door. Maybe didn't contribute that much. They did more to him, and he got paid more. And they looking like, you know.
Yeah, I mean it's two guys, Olmo Zuka and Jackson Lamastro. Because
it happens all the time though.
It does.
So somebody walk you in the door.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And they got the connection and they get the same or bigger share than you and didn't really do nothing. It happens all the time.
That's right.
But you got to know how to play that though.
That's right.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they get the bigger percentage because they're the bigger name.
Oh, big facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're the bigger name and they're the one that's, it's produced by this particular person and this particular singer. Oh, you know it's going to blow up.
Big facts.
And you contributed. So take your 10%.
And it's like they saying we okay with getting less, but not this much less.
But if you agreed to 10%, if you agreed to that 10%, you cannot come back now crying that you only got 10%. Whatever the deal was that you worked out in your secret room in the back, when y'all made these, that's what you decided to do. You can't complain about it at this particular point. You decided to do that, and that's what you...
I just want folks at home to
agreed.
understand when you don't have no leverage, you're going to get kind of screwed over a little bit.
Yeah.
It's going to happen to you.
You got to have leverage.
And you got to understand, like, the name of the game is to get your leverage up and turn the tables.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get in however you can get in. Now, I'm not saying completely get jerked, but to some degree, you're going to get a little bit, because you don't have any leverage.
Yeah. Right.
Go in there, work your butt off, turn them tables around, get the leverage, and now you can kind of... remember we said this before? I don't know if you were here, Ty. We said before, oftentimes, it's ironic that people who get screwed over, they get leverage and then end up doing the same thing to other people.
Yeah.
When they get in position.
Yeah, we talked.
That's kind of like the whole, I know it ain't even on top, but that's kind of the whole salt and pepper thing that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Y'all kicked out Spinderella, talking about she ain't part of the group. And she ain't getting no royalties and she ain't getting nah. Guess what? Y'all ain't getting.
Right.
Y'all ain't getting no royalties. You ain't getting no nothing, right? So you want to do people wrong and do people dirty, it's going to come back on you.
Yeah.
You know, you reap what you sow.
Karma.
It's 100% facts. You can't do people wrong and then not expect for that to be done somehow, some way unto you. It may be years later, but something gonna happen.
Yeah.
So just do right stuff. Do right business. Don't do people wrong.
But in this case, we don't even know that they necessarily thought it was bad business initially. Like you said, we don't know the backroom conversation.
That's true.
It could have been, okay, you know, maybe I don't like the 10%, but I'm like, okay, you know, 10%, that's cool. Then the record turns into a smash and now you're like, nah, I should have had 12 and a half.
You have 10%. You agreed. You don't know.
But see, that don't constitute necessarily as bad business on the front side.
On the front side.
Yeah.
You don't know what the song is going to do. Nobody knows what a song is. Maybe they do, probably somewhere. What a song is going to do once that song is released.
Yeah.
And that song could blow up. The song could be a flop. It could be a mediocre song. You know what I mean? So whatever percentages you agree upon to say, this is how much I contributed, this is how much you contributed, vice versa. And you agree on that, and you sign your thing, and you put your information on there, your ASCAP and BM, because how you gonna get paid, right? Then you sign the deal. You sign that split sheet and go boom.
It's like what B said, though. The leverage is everything. And if you think about what these guys just did to themselves, they already had the leverage.
Yeah.
Their names are on what was a Grammy-winning song.
They done.
Which was a top Billboard charting record. And they could have, that was basically their leverage to walk into any scenario, and their price just went up.
Listen,
greed.
They ain't gonna be able to even get a meeting.
No,
they can't get a meeting.
They're gonna be selling courses on songwriting. They're gonna be selling courses with their Grammy. That's gonna be their career. Selling
songwriting courses.
Speaking of, can I?
Yeah, of course.
Can I just?
My God,
I've been thinking about some stuff lately, man, and it's something Mark Cuban said about a couple of years ago. I saw a lot of people who teach courses online and stuff like that, man. I think
we had this conversation.
I think most of it is scams.
Yeah, we had this conversation.
I think most people are sell, and I'm sure I got some friends. I know, I'm sorry, but
I know I got some.
But I feel like, man, like here's what Mark Cuban said. I'm paraphrasing. I'm that quote. If they were really like had the knowledge about what they're talking, they would be doing that instead of selling courses. And I think that's what it is. Everybody, especially in the music game, and not just the music, in any industry.
Could it be both?
Could
they do both?
I just think that selling courses is kind of slimy, scammy in my opinion.
So like as an example, I do leadership training, right? Mm-hmm. And I do leadership training. But could I sell a course? Or could I? But what if that was what if that was a way for me to still do what I do and travel or do whatever but it was still a medium for people who couldn't travel or who couldn't pay the, whatever the speaker fee is to be able to still take a course.
I'll tell you what's the scam. If you're teaching leadership courses on how to be a leader, perfectly fine. But if you're selling courses on how to be a leadership trainer, that's the scam. Because just be the leadership trainer.
But I could teach you how to be a leadership trainer.
Well, why don't you just be a leadership trainer?
And I'm a leadership trainer. Because the phrase, like in sales, right? The phrase is, those that can't do, teach. And it's like, oh, shoot. So we used to use that phrase in sales all the time. Oh, you know how to sell. You really can't sell. You understand sales methodology, but you can't do it. So you just teach people how to do it.
I feel like if you're selling courses on how to be a good leader, dope. But if you're selling courses on how to teach leadership courses,
yeah, that's different. That's
what we're seeing.
Teach a class about leadership.
Exactly.
But don't teach a class about
how to
exactly.
Scam me.
I would say that's that's different in that
scam me. And it's just like we see that a lot.
Like I can't teach you how to be an artist.
Like real estate.
I gotta be an artist.
Real estate. So many people trying to teach people how to flip houses. And it's like,
but they out there flipping houses too. So
are they?
Yeah.
Because a lot of this stuff is just real scammy. It's like
some of it.
Just do it.
Some of it is real scammy.
Yeah. That's tough. You're not wrong.
I mean, it's I'm not saying I'm right either. I'm just telling you how I feel.
I don't think you're wrong. I think a lot of it is scam.
I think a lot of it is scam.
A lot of it is. But I think that there's this weird in-between space where, a lot of times people are good at something like real estate or leadership or songwriting or producing or engineering. And they get a lot of people asking them for tips and asking them, for direction, mentorship.
Right.
And you don't, if you are successful in doing what you're doing, you don't have time to extend that to every single person who may come before you and ask you that. Like, how many people will come up to you and be like, B, you the best, man. And I just want your mentorship. I just want to be able to, tap in with you and do. And you like I'm kind of too busy for that. And somebody says, well, I mean, since people respect and admire what you do and how you do it so well, if you put together like a course to show them how you got to where you got, they can still get that from you without you having to talk to every single one of them. And because you're giving them something that is of value, you shouldn't give it to them for free. You charge them for it. But now you don't have people get mad because you're not available or because you won't get them the game. No, I'm giving it to you, but I'm giving it to you in a way that allows me to provide you with the mentorship or the knowledge or the training that you need. And at the same time, I can still go make more money, go have more opportunities entrepreneurially for myself. I don't have to be tied down to every single person who wants to be in front of me.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the middle. I think it's a great area. I think there's a lot of credence to what you're saying, I believe. I just feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like if I had all this knowledge and people wanted to be my mentor, I might write a book or something or do a podcast, which I already have. I'm on this podcast. I got my own podcast, like I'm a podcast. So it's like, just follow me and you'll get what you need. You know what I'm saying? To me, the scam is like, you know what? I'm going to create a VIP and you can call me and I'll get on the phone call with y'all every morning. This is like, all right, now we're getting into like some territory of the scam. But again,
I think it's a scam when you're teaching something and that scam, the intent is to share information that is either disingenuous or information that doesn't work, or making promises that that they can't actually meet or do.
Yeah, not delivering.
You can't deliver on what you're actually saying.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with an artist or producer who has been in the industry for a long time, who has been asked to do certain. Can you share mixing or your production? And they can't reach.
A skill is different.
Yeah.
Like I got a couple of friends who are engineers that teach engineering classes.
Yeah. Me too. Like
that you can buy a course from them.
Yeah.
That's a skill. That's black and white.
That's a skill.
I'm gonna teach you how to operate Pro Tools. That's right. Black and white. I'm talking about somebody that's like, or I'm gonna teach you how to start your engineering class. It's scam alert.
Scam alert.
How to make six figures teaching engineering classes, and they do this kind of stuff. I made $1 million last year being an engineer online. I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's like, all right.
I saw this clip the other day, which was so crazy. We're talking about. I saw this clip the other day. This guy was like, "Hey, thanks for being here. I'm gonna teach you how to do X, Y, and Z. And while you sitting here watching me talk to you, sharing, basic, mediocre, you can find information anywhere. You pay me $200, and then
that's how you broke it down,
right? He was like, you pay me $200, and then I'm about to share another great tip with you that's going to be in my next video. So if you want to pay me $300 to get the next tip, then right. You're making me a little richer while you trying to figure out what you're trying to do. But and that's kind of how it seems. It's like they're getting richer, and you're paying them money for information that may not necessarily be applicable, or information that you could actually truly implement into what you're doing.
Let me tell you something.
Because there's a lot of scams out there.
When I find something that's successful, I'm running it up. I don't got time to be talking to y'all about it. I'm running it up. I ain't no stupid courses. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna run it up.
I like courses.
I'm running it up.
I think that's where the courses come into play, though, is because I'm running it up. All right, I'll take 3 days to create this content, and then I'll put it out there for everybody who wants to do what I'm doing.
Run it up. I'm still running it up.
Yeah, and then I'm not looking back at it. Would I do some promo for it? Yeah, I spent the 3 days to put the stuff together. So yeah, I'm gonna promote it. But after that, I'm gonna go do my thing that I've been doing. But if y'all want to follow me, knock yourself out here. $50 and you can.
I'm
not saying I would do it. I guess my whole focus
is,
I get it.
But my whole focus is, I'm not even thinking about what y'all doing or trying to get you. I'm running it up over here.
Right, but people are gonna be coming to you all the time like, B,
how do you
tell
do
me
what
how
you do?
And you like, that. Man, I'm tired of people asking me, like, go do it yourself. And then you like, and somebody gonna say, well, they don't know how you doing it. How did you get started? Okay, boom, let me put together this little course, show them how I got started. I charge them a little something for it, but I can't stand around here all day answering questions, and
that's right.
I got to go get this bag.
Go to the course.
Maybe.
So then it becomes a genuine thing of you wanting to try to extend that to people without having to it be you physically.
But see me, I don't, like, I'll give you an example. I resell online sneakers mainly. I've been doing it for like 12, 13 years. And if I want to help you, I do it out of the kindness of my heart. Like I got a couple family members that wanted to do it. One is a single mom, and it's funny. I got her started. She asked me. I literally wrote her like a 3-page document. I could probably sell that. I'll break everything.
Yeah,
but it's like
you could.
That ain't my thing. You know, I literally gave it to her, and she took off, and she's still years ago. Yeah. But to me, it's
think about it.
I'm so concerned,
and it wouldn't have been a scam if you had done it.
Nope. And think about it. You could have earned residual income.
That's
if
right.
You would have put that up as like you want to know how to get your shoe or your resale business off the ground in 5 easy steps. I've been doing this for X amount of years. Here's a 3-page document, checked off sheet, whatever you want to call it, that can get you started. You know, it's on sale for $39.99. And then you put it out there, and you still continue to do what you're doing.
But even that, though,
and then you go on vacation and you look up and you see, bing, bing, this money in your account.
Because see,
this passive income you done created for yourself. I don't want to. You're selling a course.
I don't want to stay too long on this, but to me that's so whack though, because my passion is selling sneakers. It's not my passion to like write these. Even that is like most industries change. Mm-hmm. For example, had I did that was like 7 years ago. I'd have to redo it 4 or 5 times.
And they do
change.
They do.
Oh yeah.
Time for that. I'm trying to.
They do.
It might only take you like 2 days to compile the information.
But you know why they do
365.
But you know why they do it? They do it because they understand that there are multiple income streams that need to be made. That's an income stream that they can put on autopilot.
It's passive,
and it's passive.
Once they create the content,
once they create it,
you buy it. Great.
And they can put it on autopilot. It gives you passive income while you're still pursuing the thing that you're still pursuing.
Yeah.
And you're earning income from that. That's the same way. I mean,
I guess I don't like it because here's the thing. Also, this is a big one. Most people aren't going to be successful. I don't care how good your course is. But really you're getting rich off selling a dream, because most people ain't going to do what it takes.
But that's not your fault though.
Yeah, but
that has nothing to do with you.
The same person who you saying you gave them, you laid them out the 3-page joint. She could have did nothing with it, and then could have still blamed you for not helping her.
This thing and it ain't work.
Why you couldn't just do it for me? Why you couldn't set it up for me? And then why I could just watch you do it?
I'm not saying it is wrong to do it. I just feel like Mark Cuban said, if those that really know are too busy doing it, they ain't really worried about out here trying to like.
Yeah, but he capping.
Mark Cuban.
He capping. And the only reason I say that is because, again, when you're at a certain level, you forget what goes on at the levels below you. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, as a matter of fact, for example, right now, Mark Cuban has this commercial that runs all day long on CNBC with him talking about this healthcare, this new provisional healthcare company that he's started, right? So I could say I see that commercial every day. If he really out here helping people with insurance and healthcare, why don't he go do it? Why he buying time on CNBC to talk about it every single day instead of going to do it?
We can just do it.
It's the same as an infomercial. It literally is an infomercial.
Selling a course. Your hustle was selling courses.
But the reason that there are advertisements on television is to sell something.
Yeah, of course.
A course on how to. I'm gonna give you a course on how you can make money instead of going and making the money myself and doing it.
But that's the thing. They are going out making the money to do it. And I think that's the point that we're missing is that they are going to do it.
But I think
they may have not.
Let me see. How much of your money come from the courses? How much of your money come from the actual business? That's what I want to see.
Oh, I'm sure they don't make a whole lot of money on those courses. It's literally just some passive income.
There's some people who make millions on their courses.
Absolutely.
100%.
And I promise
but those are people who probably have courses that are making people money. They're selling more of it by word of mouth.
See, my thing is, I need to verify all the stuff you're saying. I don't know. To me, it just feels slimy and scammy. So I need to. I want to know the Carfax on this stuff, the real details on these situations, because to me, it seems kind of slimy.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Especially
I don't think anybody would question your intent if you literally was like, these are the 5 steps to a successful resale business.
Listen,
nobody would be like, oh, that's slimy. No, B been doing that for over 10 years. That's actually dope that he gonna get y'all the keys to the game because he's been doing it for that long. It makes sense to me.
For $39.99.
I don't think anybody would be like, be nasty for that.
I don't think so either.
I
don't.
Look, a lot of that stuff is slime. As a matter of fact, Wolf of Wall Street. Wolf of Wall Street.
Right.
He led a lot of people astray, and he had the infomercial where he was on the yacht with them, and that was his commercial, and people was putting money into whatever it was he was selling, and it was a scam. So you're not wrong. I'm just saying that's not everybody's intent, and it don't have to be slime every time.
I use examples, but bringing it back to independent music artists, there's so many folks teaching courses on like how to do this in music, how to do that music, how to do
everything.
And it's like, to me, why don't y'all? How come y'all not making music? How come y'all not like doing these things?
But maybe they
once again, those who can't do teach.
I don't know,
but part of the reason why you are a trainer is because you've done the work.
I've done the work. I'm still doing it.
And that's what we call train the trainer.
But your courses are leadership training, how to be better leaders. It's not courses on how you can start a leadership training course.
No, it's not about how to start a leadership training course.
That's what they're doing.
Right. They are. There's a lot of people doing that.
But they could take his course and then become a leadership trainer.
Well,
and model it after his course.
Well, they can become better leaders.
I don't know, man.
I don't know about being a leadership trainer, but they can be better leaders.
You started this whole thing about those people, those co-writers, they're gonna be selling courses.
They're gonna be doing courses.
Like you said, they're gonna be
mixing records.
They're gonna be selling courses because they ain't gonna get
welcome to our course today. We had credit on Tyla's hit song Water. Today we're going to show you how to write a hit song today.
2049.
because we still aren't doing it. We got blackballed because we
way back in 2021, 22.
Look, you want to know something that's slimy? Look, we're gonna get we talked about this before. HYBE. We talked about HYBE before, but we talked about HYBE in the context of K-pop, and we talked about it before, even before you got here, Ty. We talked about just K-pop in general and just
appropriation,
culture appropriation.
Yeah.
And now we, in the past we talked about HYBE and their deal with UMG. It's one of them.
Yes.
It's one of them. I think it's UMG.
It's UMG.
I think it's UMG.
Yes.
And to deal with Scooter Braun and we talked about Jermaine Dupri. And so for those of you who don't know, just actually on my anniversary, my silver 25th wedding anniversary.
Congrats.
Which was crazy. But on July 24th, HYBE Corporation, the agency behind global phenomenon BTS, was raided by Seoul Metropolitan Police and connected to alleged unfair share trading and IPO fraud involving Chairman Bang Si-hyuk. Authorities are investigating claims that Bang misled early investigators in 2019 into selling shares only to their IPO in 2020 and profit from resale through a shell company controlled by insiders. Y'all are on some real Wolf of Wall Street, boiler room type of stuff, right? The raid is part of a formal referral to prosecutors and is now accompanied by a parallel investigation into tax evasion and stock manipulation by Korea's National Tax Service. The scandal threatens HYBE reputation, stock value, and may impact nearly all artists under its umbrella from BTS, 17, and New Jeans. Which these are
New Jeans.
New Jeans.
Kids love New Jeans.
Yeah, these are huge K-pop. I mean, these are huge K-pop artists. HYBE is a huge conglomerate music organization in Korea. They are a very well-oiled machine when they are pumping out huge artists like BTS, right? And here they are going through some insider trading, insider trading, IPO manipulation, stock manipulation, all these different things that they're doing to make more money, specifically Bang, the CEO, right? Making more money. They even arrested 2 of the higher ups for insider trading, right? And it's like, once again, here we are. We see a organization that's not even in America doing something that's crazy crooked, not doing good business.
In this case, it's affecting America.
It's affecting America.
They did business with Americans.
Right. Scooter got
up out of there. Scooter was like, I got to go.
Here's my question. How does Scooter know?
generally before these indictments come out and that kind of thing, they've already caught wind.
You got it.
Yeah.
Somebody from the department of so and so.
Somebody was like, "Hey,
All
Scooter,
these people.
we know you just got into that CEO position over there. You been went back real fast, bro.
Yeah.
Because here's what's about to go down." And then that whole deal with Jermaine Dupri is like,
that's messed up.
Where's the future of that?
I guess Jermaine didn't get that same tap on the shoulder that Scooter got.
No, which is
surprised Scooter didn't call him.
I'm sure. Hopefully, Scooter called him and was like, "Hey, I'm about to bounce. The deal we got, it needs to be null and void. We need to figure out a different way to."
Or, I mean, this is going way too far, or Scooter was like, "Hey, man, go ahead and do the deal because them dudes about to go under anyway, and you won't even have to pay back any advance you can get from them. They pay you in advance.
Probably
you don't have nothing to do with the insider trading, right. So the company's going under. And if they go under, then don't you worry about having to pay back whatever they advance you."
Mm-hmm. I think HYBE is going to be done with this whole thing.
It probably have to change hands.
They're going to have to change. Either change.
You know, China runs most of they own, 30% of all the companies in China anyway.
Yes. Everything is government controlled. So
this in Korea though.
But the crazy thing is, here's the crazy thing. There's a lot of Chinese companies that own a lot of stuff in Korea. That invest in a lot of stuff in Korea and vice versa.
What about Japan? What role Japan playing on this? Japan is the second largest music market in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But China and Korea have some type of weird relationship when it comes to music and investment. And they invest and control a lot of different things. Like China, a lot of TV in Korea have ownership by Chinese companies, which is so crazy. I'm like, how? But they do. So, but I think there's going to have to be a change of guard, 100% change of something that takes place, because the question is, one, HYBE, you don't got to do anything crazy like that, like stock manipulation. Hey, our stock is worth this. What you're really doing is overvaluing the stock. And then claiming that the stock is worth X, Y, and Z. And then you're claiming that the investors can get a certain EPS or earnings per share when it comes to, I'm like back in stock school, right? And but they can't because the stock is overvalued.
Okay, so let me back up on the China and Korean thing. So it says China doesn't own any part of HYBE Entertainment, right?
They probably don't own.
Hold on. This is good. However, HYBE recently sold its entire stake in a K-pop company, SM Entertainment, to China's Tencent Music Entertainment.
Tencent is huge.
Yep.
It says HYBE has been expanding its presence in China by opening its first office in Beijing, signaling plans to increase its activities in Chinese market.
Yeah, their relationship from
so they still
an investment,
a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
Because Tencent is run by China.
Yeah, Tencent is a Chinese company.
Yes,
and they do music and video games and a whole bunch of stuff.
TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. But their relationship is so crazy between those two nations, between China, because there are either TV shows or TV stations or networks that China has investment in Korea and vice versa. I watch a lot of K-dramas and stuff, a whole bunch of weird K-drama movies. But which is crazy is they do though, which is. And I like to go, I'm a researcher. So I will go and look and read and research and find out all types of stuff. Like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. In May, HYBE signed a music distribution deal with Chinese streaming platform Tencent.
Yep.
And Tencent is absolutely run by the country.
Yeah. Yup. You got that right. I mean, but so when it happens to a company like this, how are artists impacted by it? Like, because this is does it impact BTS and 17 and New Jeans and some?
Those acts are huge. So
they are huge.
So that moneymaker ain't gonna go away. Now the ownership might change hands, labels might change hands, but New Jeans, BTS, you know, they ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They gonna keep ticking on along. Now, what does it mean for the artists themselves in terms of their compensation, their contracts? That might be
that's up and
kind of tricky.
Yeah,
but trust me, the train gonna keep moving. You know,
some people going to jail.
Yeah,
because that is
some
crazy.
Out on bail right now.
I don't know much about the Korean government. Bang! I don't know much about the Korean government though, so I don't know. Like, you know,
they don't play when it comes to.
Well, I know North Korea don't play. But South Korea,
we'll find out. I'm sure there's gonna be more developments as this takes place. You know, but I just thought it was interesting because it's a music company that's doing bad business, right?
Yeah,
bad business. You know, when you think of it, and a lot of people, why is insider trading wrong? Well, why?
Unfair advantage, clearly.
Yeah, right. That's like if I know that a stock is going to go up in price, and I go and tell Tye and B, hey, y'all want to invest in this stock.
Oh, you mean like Donald Trump did? And tell the whole world, hey, today's a good day. Today's a good day to buy stock. And then the stock market exploded the next day.
Or what's stopping you from making a play from square one? Like, you know, we're gonna make this company up. We're gonna do the IPO. Then we're gonna bring the value up here. And then we're gonna tank it, but you're gonna sell. Like,
but that's because they're not supposed to.
You can conspire from ground one to do this.
They're not supposed to. They have certain reporting standards that they have to report back to the FTC. And so if a stock is going to, even if they initiate a stock, or if a stock is going to be, and I'm not giving stock advice. Let me make sure I say that. Vaughan does not give stock advice, nor is he a certified financial planner or a CPA or any of that, right? You can find all this information out, but they have to, in their 10K, right, which is the financial document that talks about all the financial responsibilities and things they're supposed to do. Every company has a 10K. Go and read it on their website. Anyway, it talks, but they have to report it. Even if it's going to happen, they got to report it before it happens. And they can't tell you that it's going to happen. They got to act. They got to report it. They can't. Hey, B, this is about to happen. You're going to want to get some. You're going to want to get this stock, and you're going to want to get a whole lot of it, because here's what's about to go down. You just can't do that.
We can't do it.
You can't manipulate
the president.
Yeah, But you know, president can do whatever he want to do. President can do what he want to do. But so it's interesting. I just thought it was interesting about HYBE. I know we talked about HYBE a couple times on here, and now HYBE is in legal trouble because of greed and dishonesty and tax evasion. Well, not really tax evasion. Well, yeah, tax evasion and stock manipulation and all those things. Once again, if you're going to just do good business, why so hard?
Why so hard?
Nothing surprising though. I mean, if you even look at American music, I mean, the mafia played a big role in the music industry for decades. And who again,
music, film.
I don't know what's going on now with some of that stuff. So I mean, they just happen to get caught. And again, in Korea, we don't even know the play in South Korea, like how they,
I have no idea.
It would be a slap on the wrist, or
that's right.
What'll happen? So
that's right.
North American operations probably still gonna be going on, I'm assuming.
I don't know. I don't know. It won't be with Scooter though.
We'll keep we'll keep an eye on it.
Because Scooter was like, peace.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about the Rap Act coming back?
It needs to happen.
We'll see how it's implemented.
Y'all should know what the Rap Act is, right? Y'all know what this is. It's the Restoring Artistic Protection Rap Act has been because it was reintroduced into Congress, aiming to ban the use of lyrics as evidence in court proceedings, except under strict legal standards. This proposed legislation comes in response to a long-standing concern that rap lyrics are disproportionately weaponized against hip-hop artists, often stripping context and conflating art with criminal intent. While artists in other genres rarely face similar scrutiny, rappers, especially independent or Black artists, are frequently targeted, raising critical questions about free speech, racial bias, and artistic integrity. The Rap Act seeks to level the playing field and affirm that lyrics are creative expressions, not confessions. Right?
Just stop doing crime. It's simple as that. Like,
Stop doing crime.
It's really simple.
And stop talking about it in your songs.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not saying that you are.
It's a little weird.
saying.
It's a lot weird,
can
and it
kill-
seems like we're mostly the ones that do it.
but I can kill 10 million people in my songs. If I'm not doing it in real life, I'm straight.
Right. You know, in the article they said that did Bob Marley really shoot the sheriff?
Right.
He said he did.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, but at least he said he didn't shoot the deputy, so
Yeah, shoot the deputy.
he's innocent there.
I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think it was back in 2020. The Recording Academy was part of the group that was really trying to push the bill. Shout out to my sister, Shay M. Lawson, because she was on that team that was taking that bill before Congress. And they had support from the mayor and one of the sitting senators here in Georgia. But it just didn't have enough legs to make it across the finish line. So it's great that they're bringing it back and trying it again. I guess maybe we had to wait for all these RICO cases to die down for us to get an opportunity to give it an honest opportunity to be passed. But you should be able to create. I literally had a conversation with somebody yesterday where it's talking about, oh no, this is earlier today, where it's like, isn't it crazy how Future had all those songs about all those pills and stuff he was popping, and then 5 years later he's like, I never did drugs. I was just talking about it in the songs. So then you wonder, like, how many people went and tried something because they thought Future was cool and he was doing it.
Exactly.
And then they like, well, shoot, if Future doing it,
I'm gonna do it.
yeah.
You know? I mean, I even guess from that perspective, and that's a whole nother thing. Then, do rappers have any type of responsibility in what they're communicating in their lyrics to people who listen to it? Just because I say all of this, one, it doesn't mean it may or may not be true.
Yeah.
But do I have any type of accountability or responsibility for what I say and how it impacts the listener?
Yeah. Good question.
I think you got a responsibility to let people know, if you're talking about crazy stuff, that you're not doing it, and this is not real life. That's definitely a responsibility you have. If you're talking about killing, shooting, drugs, whatever it is, I think you got a responsibility to publicly declare that this is just music. I'm not really doing this. This is not what I'm really doing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Having said that, as long as you get that disclaimer to the public, you can talk about whatever you want to in your music. I'm all for freedom of expression. You know, I enjoy some of that killing music. You know, I work out to it. You know what I'm saying?
I guess when you think about it, though, too, like, music's the only artistic outlet where generally it's like you're automatically tied to the art itself. Mm-hmm. When a film writer writes the script to a film, we don't automatically assume that the person who wrote that film is literally shooting people or killing people, or
so our culture, culture teaches you have to like live what you rapping.
Exactly. Our culture says you have to live what you're writing. So if you're writing about, you know, what's the phrase be? Wiping somebody's nose. Yeah, wiping somebody's nose. Like you, you really got to be doing that, right? It's authenticity, right? So if you talking about it in your music, you really should be doing that. And if you really are doing that and you're really talking about it in your music, can they use your lyrics as
against you?
Yeah,
against you.
Use it. If you're doing it,
if you're doing it.
If you're talking about it, what you're doing? Duh.
And
like, wasn't a rapper in Florida who talked about killing all his ops in a song? And he literally did it.
He was doing it.
Yeah, he did it.
And then what's the one guy?
Was it Melly?
That's somebody else. But I'm gonna get to him. YM Melly talking about killing this, murder on my mind, killing his friends. In the song, he on trial for that now.
Yes.
So it's like, don't be dumb. But
so a recourse from this rap act could be that if they talk about it in their lyrics, and it does say under strict legal standards, which I don't know what the strict legal standards are. But if I'm doing these activities and this bill and this act passes, and I'm doing this, more than likely, probably, depending on what it is, can be used against him.
Right.
That's why I don't think the Rap Act is going to go very far as it's written, as it's implemented. I don't think it's going to go too far. And I think if you're the government and police, we want you to rap about what you're doing if you're doing wrong, because it's more evidence against us. It's a taped confession. So please,
that's really what it's like.
Do a whole album, please. So
play by play.
So we can get it. But if you're not living that life, you shouldn't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And don't let me, I've said this a million times, but I got to say it again because it's part of this discussion. I don't discount authenticity. Authenticity is very, very important. If you come from that life, all I'm saying is that don't continue. Once you discover a way out through music, stop selling drugs, stop shooting. You know what I'm saying? Go get some counseling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you are, authenticity is important. So
that's right.
We don't want rappers who like rapping about stuff they don't know nothing about, because it's not gonna sound good. It ain't gonna sound good. We're not gonna buy it, so we ain't worried about it. But if you like, I believe Rick Ross. I don't care if he was I believe that he either knows something about what he's talking about. Maybe he got some friends that did it. When he rapped, I believe it. Was he a correction officer? Absolutely.
50 Cent's whole thing is that's can't be real. It got to be a made up character that Ross is portraying.
Maybe he made it up. Maybe he was in a jail talking to him and finding out about that life, because I believe it when he rapping.
Yeah.
Maybe he was in jail getting interviews from the real kingpins.
You ever been in the room in London with a girl when she screams?
Tell me about your life, homie.
Tell me about your life. Yeah. Tell me about your life, Khaled. Tell me about you.
And go home and rap about it. But I believe it.
Hey.
I believe it's authentic.
I think we choose what we want to believe.
I think he took people's stories,
wrote
them into rap.
His name is from somebody else.
Yeah.
His whole persona is
from a real drug dealer.
That's right. Who actually asked him to change
his name. And he was like, I'm not doing it.
Well, I don't know.
Well, at that point, I'm sure, what is it? That's an Interscope moment. I'm sure Interscope had it trademarked. So
I guess
at that point, he like, hey, don't look at me, homie.
Look at me.
I don't even own the trademark.
That's Def Jam, but yeah.
They got my name and likeness, so it ain't me. I
like Rick Ross music. I'm a big fan of his music.
Me too.
I like Rick Ross music.
Do I believe he did the mess up? I don't know. I doubt it.
I don't know.
But do I believe he know what he's talking about? Absolutely. He know what he's talking
probably
about.
know what he's talking about.
He just sounds real convincing, but that's just like an actor being a really convincing actor.
And how come I can't enjoy of artist art? This is art.
You can. They just saying, if I might have made up some of this because I know y'all like the way that sounds, don't hold it against me later.
Tye, Brian, when has he ever been charged with any kind of drug dealing crime?
He hasn't.
He hasn't.
So
none.
He don't know nothing about. So keep making that music, brother.
Yeah.
Keep making that music.
Meet Larry Hoover.
Yeah.
Whipping
work.
So my
Hallelujah.
My point is, you can sound authentic and not actually be doing it and have a long career like Rick Ross.
Yeah.
You could.
You don't get caught up.
You get caught up. You could just beef with 50 Cent on social media. Go fishing with his son.
Hey, man. All that stuff about people's kids, man. Yeah, be careful with that.
Bro,
that's crazy.
Don't talk about kids,
y'all going to, they be at different levels with that.
Don't talk about people's wives, kids, mothers.
That whole.
We gonna knock on your, hey, bro.
Charleston
White
and Gilly. That thing got out of control.
Out of control.
What he said about Gilly's son was out of control.
Out of control, brother. And
that
it's
was
like,
too far.
why are y'all doing that to each other? Why?
That was too far. I was like, I hope Gilly don't respond to that at all.
What shoot?
Because that was too far.
But we'll see where this whole rap act goes, man, because I mean, who knows? I mean, kind of your point, actors aren't, being indicted because of it. But it's like B said, our culture expects you to live that life.
Right.
So if you're rapping about guns, women, drugs, cars, money, blah, 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 they expect you to be living that.
Yeah.
And they show that on social media and music videos. So it's like, oh, you really are living that life. And it's like, yo, I'm going back to the suburbs.
No, this is a character. I'm just portraying Future. I'm just portraying the character of a drug head. I'm not actually one.
Well,
like, man, you mean I done did all these perks for nothing?
My question even is,
you mean you really didn't sip that scissor?
My question is, could you not find a better character? You had to find a drug character to portray.
I mean, look at his sales. His sales say he picked a good character.
He's an artist, and to your point though, find a quote because I thought he said that he stopped doing it, that he doesn't do it currently. I didn't know that he never did it. That's a little bit different. If he's done it before and
he quit,
okay.
And he say, yeah, I had to let it go.
You know,
but if he like, man, I don't do no drugs.
Never did this.
My mama would have killed me.
Hang me up. What? Hang me to bits.
But whatever the quote was, since he made that quote, his music ain't really decreased in popularity.
No.
Oh, no, but it's not going to. That's just like if you found out that Ross didn't do what Ross is saying he did, it's not going to make you stop listening to it because the songs is hard.
Deeper Than Rap came out was his best album. Deeper Than Rap came out when they all came out. And his career went up since we found out he was a correctional officer. Mm-hmm. His career went through the roof since then. So
yeah, but I don't see anything wrong. But I don't see anything wrong with him saying that he was a correctional. I mean, he had a job, right?
Well, he lied at first. Said he denied it at first.
Yeah.
At first,
his wife was the one who came.
That's right. Like, you're right. He did deny. That's right.
It. I think he beat up DJ Vlad, and he got a lawsuit because Vlad asked him about it.
And he beat up Vlad. Oh, yeah. Vlad is going to bring a lot. Yeah, Vlad ain't fighting you. I ain't fighting you either.
Well, he sued him and got a settlement, but But he denied it at first. At first, he said no. Then he confessed to it. Then he wrote a book. In the book, he talked about it in his book. Hurricanes. Great book, too.
I haven't even read the book, but I did.
It's a great book.
You mentioned it before, and I was like, I need to go read it.
I read both his books, by the way. So. I'm a Rick Ross.
Well, at least he can write.
I'm actually Rick Ross. I would say I'm probably a borderline fan. A fanatic.
What? Of Ross?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever Rick Ross drops something, I pay attention.
Oh, okay. I'd be like, you won't be hanging out at his house? Is it like at the gates?
No, never that.
Oh.
Never. I'm not a groupie.
Yeah. Right at the gates.
I can admire your work, man, but I just need to.
Every time I drive past the house, I'm like, that house is huge. Why is the house so big, bro?
I could just stream your music, maybe go to your concert, and that's enough. I don't need to like all the extra stuff.
Huge house though, man.
I drove by it. What? I haven't drove by it. I drove by it years ago, but when Evander owned it. I haven't driven by it.
Anytime I have to go down this way, I'm pointing it like I pass by because it's right there.
See, I'm not from this side of town. I'm not on.
Yeah, it's like
way,
right there. Like,
I'm way north.
Oh,
south.
I got to go to Fayetteville. Bam, there it is. Like, oh, why is it so big? Sitting on a corner of the house. I got cows and I got a security guard. Anyway, all right, let's talk about this thing right here, man. Y'all seen it? I know you seen it, B. I know you seen it. The X-Men, the XXL Freshman Cypher. Y'all see this? Y'all see this?
I would be surprised. B, you watch that?
I watched enough of it.
I want to know bees. I want to know bees, bruh.
As a hip, have been in the room with you
as a hip hop
while you was watching that. Oh man, we should have had you on FaceTime when you watched that.
Here's the thing, man. Like, despite me talking about Cardi B on something, I try to avoid stuff that I'm not into. If I'm not into it, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to consume it because I don't want to be a hater. Because
I want to be a hater.
If you like it, you like it. But I'll just say this: it ain't for me. It ain't for me. And where these young rappers? I think what's his name? Ray Vaughan was decent.
Ray Vaughan was decent.
The guy from TDE.
He was decent.
But outside of that, man.
But you know, XXL talks about how this XXL Freshman Cypher is showcasing the excellence. And
that's what they said?
Yeah, that's their
Are you saying that's the tag that they
that is their
associate that?
Yes.
We should sue them.
We
should sue them for misrepresentation, for like lying to.
I thought it was literally just who's hot. Like,
look.
And mind you,
look. The primary purpose of the XXL Freshman Cypher is to provide a platform for rising hip hop artists to showcase their lyrical talent and establish their presence in the industry. It is a highly anticipated annual event where the artists selected by blah 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 come.
See, they're just the ones that's hot.
Their skill.
It's hot. They hot. They popular, and that could be
it's a tool for
one song.
It's a tool for identifying and promoting the next generation of hip hop stars, giving them a platform to prove their worth and make their mark on the music scene.
Yeah.
They made a mark, all right.
So it's a sink or swim scenario.
Not for me.
They made a mark, all right.
That stuff not for me, and I never want to see it again.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I'll just leave it at that.
It was interesting.
We're going to get you to talk about it, B.
My first thought was they needed to have fixed it. Then I thought to myself, oh, but they can't fix it because it's not being like true to the art form. If we try to make it something that we like or that they like, they got to let it be what it is, and then let people decide whether they like it or not.
There were so many things wrong with that.
I've decided I don't like it at all.
There were so many things wrong with that cipher. So many things. So many things.
It was pretty bad.
So many things.
I never seen anything that bad in my life.
I have not seen anything bad.
I've seen some pretty bad ciphers. BT has had some pretty bad
in
ones.
my life.
Not like
I mean,
that.
but when you think about it, right? So we in the Unplugged, right? So
Shout out to Cardo. I like the producer Cardo.
I like the producer Cardo.
I'm a big fan.
I like Cardo Got Wings.
I'm a big
He has some
fan of
great
Cardo.
production. Not on this.
Not that first.
Not on this
that,
cipher.
what, did he do that first beat?
He did both.
Oh yeah, that.
But those
the
beats,
beat was bad by itself.
But those beats sound nothing like his real beats.
They don't sound like his. That's what I'm saying. Like, who chose these beats?
I wonder if he just gave him a throwaway. They was like, "Yo, you hot? Give us 2 free beats."
Yeah, I don't know.
And
bro.
it's
Like,
exposure for you. He was like, "Oh, you want a free beat? I got a free beat."
sorry,
for you.
Cardo.
No.
But
That
Cardo,
first beat, I was like, it didn't do them rappers no favor.
nothing.
No
my
favor.
boy came out and it's my wife. I let my wife listen to it. She was like,
Yeah, it was rough.
"What's next? What's the next one?"
It
what's
was
the-
rough.
It was.
I watched the whole thing because
horrible.
I was hoping the next one would be better than the
And
last
it
one.
wasn't.
And it wasn't.
My man said, I'm 14, 15. He said, I'm 14, 15, 16, and 17. 18, 19, and 20. I was like, wait, hold up, bro. Wait a minute. I get what you're saying, B. It's better to probably not comment because I don't want to sound like a hater.
I don't even want to give it no shine though.
But
Like,
I'm
it doesn't deserve any publicity at all.
It doesn't.
No, like they need to like suffer the consequences of putting that out by going away. Like congratulations,
But-
y'all just killed
Yeah.
a legacy program.
But should independent artists go? They should, right? I know you're going to
course
say
they
yes.
should,
I know
yeah.
you're going to say yes, they should. Even if the exposure that they're getting is going to be poor exposure. I mean, I guess poor exposure is
Any
better than
exposure
no
yeah.
exposure, right?
Any is better than none.
So,
But bad is generally not good.
well, I was listening to, for the first time, no shade against this individual. Some things I like what he says. No shade. At all, because he does follow the platform. Not at all.
Oh boy.
Right?
Oh boy.
I'm just
Give
saying.
it to him. Let's do it.
Who is no shade. But I wanted to hear what Curtis King said. He's a producer,
Yeah.
popular YouTuber,
Yeah.
right? I wanted to hear what he was going to say about this. And he talked about how the whole no exposure is better, some exposure,
yeah,
poor
better
exposure is
than
better than none. He said, but even sometimes when people get poor exposure, that exposure leads them to great things.
Yeah.
It can, for sure.
Again, I was
For
like,
sure.
you're right about that.
For sure.
Like I said, Ray Vaughan, he's been entangled in like this little back and forth with like Joey Badass and the whole Kendrick, the whole they're trying to start a whole East Coast West Coast thing.
Mhm.
So he's been getting attention from that. So that's probably the only reason why he's on the Cypher, because he got popular by going after Joey Badass this year with the whole TDE
Mhm.
Kendrick stuff. He kind of jumped in there. So
I
that's
remember that.
probably how he even got on the list
I remember
at all. So in that case, he just kind of running his narrative up. So he doing well. People like Jello, his song came and went.
Moo, get out the way. I was like,
That was crazy.
I was like,
I
I feel like ludicrous.
I can't
was like,
believe
oh,
he started with that.
my goodness,
I
bro.
was like,
I'm like, nah.
yikes.
But I get what you're saying.
Yikes.
I get what you're saying, B, about the whole perspective, right? The reason why I thought it was a good topic to talk about was because you have a lot of independents, which most of them probably are. I know some of them are probably signed to
A few of them are signed.
a major in some capacity.
Subsidiaries.
Right.
I argue that most of them are some kind of way affiliated.
I think most of them are some way kind of affiliated with some type of mid to upper level
Which
label.
is crazy to
in
think
some way.
that them people.
In some way, I think all of them are.
And let me just say, before people jump off in the comments talking about we old,
I'm
And
old.
I
That
don't-
was trash.
I'm not. And even if I was, that was still hot garbaggio.
Well, I'm not. 50, look, 50
it
is
still
not
was hot
old.
garbage.
Y'all can say 50 is
I don't
old,
care
but
what
it's not.
nobody say.
It's still
We
hard
can't
garbage,
let
though.
people get on track. We still make fun of Silk the Shocker to this day.
We do.
Because we know that them wasn't good raps. You're not gonna feed me 8 rappers.
Silk the Shocker.
Most of them was off beat, and them raps
Silk the
was
Shocker
so
would do
rap.
a better job.
He would be Jay-Z in this generation right now.
Nah, that's he would be top tier. He would be top tier,
and that's nuts.
That's nuts.
He
But
would
he
be top
probably
tier.
would be though.
Yeah, bad is bad. I don't care if you 80 or 8.
It was
That
bad.
was trash.
That was bad.
I don't care.
That was
Come see me. Ooh,
that was bad. Right?
because I mean, my first thought was they need to take this down.
The one kid, the one white boy that was snapping, like he was like, oh my God. See, y'all got me.
Let's go. Let's talk about it.
That did something to my spirit, right? In the bad way. That's all. I'm done.
I thought it was
And it's like if you
and
don't
the first dude.
get your
You talking about the first guy? With the
little curly,
the whole
he had a little doo-wop in the back. He was like, I did it. Like if you don't get your
bruh. I thought that whole thing was crazy. I watched it. I'm like, yo, this is.
Yeah, it was bad.
Is this the pinnacle of where hip hop currently is today, in relationship of what is popular? And I'll say from that perspective, what is popular today, right? Because Clips came out with an album was dope,
amazing,
right? Raekwon came out with an album is dope.
Yeah,
right?
but we got Kendrick on the radio talking about peekaboo.
Here we go. Here we go. Is he the father?
Peekaboo.
Is he the father of them right now?
Yeah, he is. Right now, they following his lead. He got a whole song that got like 8 words in it.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Oh, and we think that's a smash. That's a hit. So now we're gonna hold them to a difference. No, they did some Kendrick. Now all Kendrick songs don't sound like that.
They don't.
But
you're being
that Peekaboo song.
You're being disingenuous because
Come on, man, that song's bad. You know it sounds bad.
No, it's not. You're
It
taking
sounds
one
really bad.
You're taking one part of a song and he actually raps on that
that's
song.
the same song where he say what they talking about. They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about?
Here we
It's
go
the
again.
same song.
Here we go.
It's the same. The whole song's bad.
Here we go.
Let's pull the song. I'm gonna go over the song. You want to do that then? Let's do it. Let's do it.
Pull it up, B.
Explain to
Pull
me
it up,
these
B.
trash bars.
B, we'll pull it up.
He could have.
Because you're being disingenuous.
You can literally take
You're not
that
gonna
song
you're not
line by line
You're not gonna be disingenuous.
and put him on that XXL
You're not gonna be disingenuous.
Nah.
with
I
the
think
rest of them, and he would have fit right in.
Nah, I think he would have. I think that would have been,
And
different.
I'm on record as saying Kendrick got some great records, but Peekaboo and
Yeah, nah. I
all
think
of that?
I think that's different.
Aye. Woo. Bars. Woo.
He's just starting.
Okay. It's gonna get better.
What they talking about? They talking about nothing. What they talking about?
Oh, that's a bar. Oh, that's a bar.
But that's the flow, though.
Okay. That's a bar. Woo. Say it again.
You gotta listen objectively.
The chorus.
I just put them bookers in my chain. 80 pointers like a Kobe game. 762s to make them plain. But now you better not smell my name. Peekaboo, too foreign, so no 405. Peekaboo, she can't believe if I'm doing pasta. Peekaboo, why you acting tough on that?
Is he rapping or not?
Niggas off they rapper. Bitches, that nigga chicken cheese. Let me FaceTime my up. Bitch, I'm in the street. Yes, AZs.
I mean,
Is there rapping going on, Ty? Is he rapping or not?
I mean,
if this man saying peekaboo every bar and you telling
I
me
mean,
that there's one good line in there. That's the one about FaceTime and his op.
I mean, hold up.
That's
hold
a
up.
good
Wait,
line.
Wait, hold on.
Read the lyrics.
He's rapping, bro.
But
he's
if
rapping.
you in love with
You're
Kendrick,
being
if you in
disingenuous.
love with Kendrick and you telling me
You-
peekaboo,
You're being
what they talking
disingenuous.
about? Peekaboo, what they talking about?
That's the chorus.
And
Well, hold on. Wait.
That's a chorus.
Wait.
if you telling me that's fire, that's insane.
It's not insane.
But listen,
That's insane.
look at this, right? So
You're being very disingenuous, Ty, and I expect more out of you.
I swing soft stick. I gon' cut it sushi.
Kind of sound like Kendrick when he started.
I might call it soup.
That's not true.
Same color hell her cushion. 308 off fat bitch. I'm going in like boost.
I'm bullshit.
I know words, baby. Sit on smoking dope with baby cheap. Y'all.
His problem was
Bro, hold up.
he had way more words He should just did like Kendrick and kept saying the same thing over and over again.
So here's what I'm saying.
And then
I can hear a
childhood term like peekaboo 75 times because that would have been a hit.
I can hear a modern.
You tell me that guy didn't sound like he wasn't trying to mock Kendrick when he started.
I can hear a
Kendrick.
I can see where the connection can be made.
Oh, you can see it if you want to see it.
I can
if
see,
you be and you don't want to
connection.
see it, you just not gonna. You're gonna see what you want to see.
But I think for me, I think Kendrick did that
What you talking about?
because it's something that is popular that the youth can
and there's more
understand from a vibe perspective.
There's
right?
a boom bop boom
but
bop, ping 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 section in that song.
But
is it not?
There is though. There is.
Does that not sound like
it does?
Okay,
but we know that's not Kendrick's real.
Okay.
No, but you're taking parts of a song.
Come on, man! I'm giving you the whole song. No, you don't do me like that, man. That's the whole song.
Being disingenuous.
But
he go right back to what they talking about.
Here's
They
the
ain't
thing.
talking about nothing.
That's the chorus.
And then peekaboo.
It's a chorus.
Can we?
Boom.
But can we say, okay, that's one song out of 75 songs that he has? If he has 75, I'm making up the.
Yeah,
he probably has more than 75.
If he's got 75 songs, I don't know, maybe 50 of them are better than. 50 of those songs would give him argument to be one of the top 20 rappers of all time. The other 25 songs are hot trash. My problem is people they put creatives or really anything in life. When people put you on a pedestal, even when you take a dump, they still say it smells like roses. I think it should be okay to say this was good and this was bad, and it doesn't matter. One does not affect the other. What is good is good. What is bad is bad.
Right.
I always say I deal in right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I love Luther. I love 30 for 30. That's just, I guess, what I like. But boom bop, bing, 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 and peekaboo, and what they talking about, they ain't talking about all of that's in the same song. And we just made fun of the XXL, and it sounds like it should have been on the XXL. So if Kendrick's got 50 good songs, that's great. But let's not act like that song is one of the 50, because it's not. That's all I'm saying. And it may be some of what is influencing the next generation. Because
they feel that if the popular artists are using that type of flow and vibe in their songs, then that gives validity for them to be able to
do the same thing.
And do the same thing when we should have artists who are setting the lyrical standard and the lyrical bar to showcase to the YNs, right? To showcase to the youngins what lyrical talent actually is supposed to sound like, so that they can step their game up and not sound like these cats here on.
And they chose what was easy, because again, Kendrick's got 50 great records, right? So why not mock some of those? They chose what was easy. Well, so I'm saying if that's your standard, let that stay your standard.
I wouldn't even put this whole thing on the shoulders of Kendrick.
No,
right?
That's right. That's not fair to do, but
right. So
he's the only one right now with a song on the radio that got more sounds than words.
But I think that's
a hit.
I think it's a collective of
air quote
of artists who have paved the way with this type of style that has given birth to these young individuals to portray that type of lyrical disgust on this type of platform.
You ain't never heard Jay-Z talking about some boom bop, bing, bing, bing.
You know who else you ain't hear? You ain't no J. Cole either.
You ain't never heard J. Cole do no boom. You ain't never heard
T.I. I didn't check that because
T.I. ain't doing that. You think like T.I. about to do
check
that?
Out B?
Think T.I. about to do some boom bops? No, he's not doing that. You think T.I. about to go peekaboo?
And T.I. ain't, but T.I. ain't gonna get no songs on that
peekaboo
on the radio at that level either.
On what level?
Kendrick's level. What?
I don't understand. What?
No, it's because you always got to bring T.I.
T.I. don't got no hits.
I ain't say he ain't got no hits.
He ain't got no radio.
Not no last 5 years.
Not today. He don't.
No last. Not the last.
Not to peak at the level that Kendrick is peaking.
Can we give him a heart attack? He about to give him a heart attack.
Everything Kendrick got right now is not good.
He about to check out. He like,
guys, I will wait. I
just
check my foot in my mouth. I said everything.
Last record. When was T.I.'s last hit record?
Guys, T.I. is
like
the greatest of all time.
When's his last hit record?
I'm just saying, They Not Like Us. And is the name of the song Peekaboo? The name of the song is Peekaboo.
When's the last?
I'm just saying They Not Like Us and Peekaboo are not good songs. That's all I'm saying. It's okay to like Kendrick. I like Kendrick too.
Okay to
I just
say
don't like those songs, and I don't think that it's okay.
T.I. ain't had a
say
song.
that I'm hating on Kendrick.
T.I. ain't had a song
I don't like
as
those
nearly
songs.
as successful as
And literally, if you write them lyrics out for them songs,
it is
you
okay.
can see that
They Not Like
good.
Us.
It's
T.I. ain't had
okay.
a song as half as good as that.
T.I.
as far as
is
trap
the greatest rapper of all
Let me
time.
tell you what. I did not like They Not Like Us when I first heard it.
It's not good.
As soon as
That's
I
why
heard
you
it, I'm like, it's trash.
I
Yeah,
like it from the
and
first
then
time
you
I
heard it
Heard it 100
trillion
times.
times. They drilled it into your head. It happens with many songs.
And me
Every
on the other
hit song
And
has
me
a
on the other
budget
hand, I
behind
have
it.
good ears, so I noticed it the first time. I said, "This is gonna be a smash of the summer." First
Oh, I knew it was going to be
I'm
a
like,
smash.
This is it's dope. It's gonna be a smash of the summer.
I knew it was
That
going to be a
makes me
smash.
sad. I feel like you saying that because
It makes me happy.
of the whole picture, because of the timing of the song, because of how you knew people would react to the song. I feel like you had the whole marketing plan put together for it. I feel like that's what your admiration is. I hope that's what your admiration is, because the song is bad. And I know you know that, but I know that you like Kendrick.
But it was going to be a hit because of what was happening
around it.
At that time.
It's not a bad song.
I feel
I'm
like-
not gonna let you lie like that in front of other people.
I don't know if that song would have did as well if it wasn't in the context of what was happening.
I'm not
If we
gonna
had just
stand
put that
for
song
these.
out and we didn't think it was about Drake, we would not have gone crazy.
I would have. I'm sorry, B. I got to agree with that. And be like, I'm checked out.
It was
y'all crazy.
It was the whole story that made people be like, "Ooh."
But we not talking about. We talking about the XXL Freshman Cypher.
But we're talking.
He won't on there.
And the XXL Freshman Cypher is literally.
But I don't think it's a representation of or a reflection of Kendrick. I think it's a reflection of Uzi Vert and the Kodak Black and Lil Baby.
But the first guy on there literally had the same tone, timbre, like he was mocking Kendrick.
I think it's more of them. That
Who was the first guy, by the way? I hope that's not the guy that signed
1900
TDE.
Rug Rat. 1900 Rug.
That was his name. Wow.
Where y'all get y'all names from? Who?
Yeah.
Yo, man, what's up?
This guy?
1900 Rug Rat. Like,
Who's
I don't
naming
know.
these guys?
And then the last dude, his name was Ian. I was like,
yeah.
yeah, my boy Ian. That was it.
That dude was the wackest, I think.
Horrible.
It was so much badness. It just all kind of meshed together.
It was all bad. All bad.
Yeah.
It was just all bad. It was just all bad.
Yeah.
All bad. And here's my thing for independence. If you're going to do something, do it at a high level. Be good at doing it, right? Don't be around people who just say, oh, that's dope. No. Have people around you that are going to challenge the music that you make, and they're going to question the music that you make, and not going to just say, oh, I like that because we homies.
That was the scary thing about it, because some of the segments were shorter than others. Like everybody didn't do like 16 or 24. It was like they tried to freestyle, and that was the best.
They were like,
that 8 bars. It's like, that's enough. You don't even want to hear the rest, which was crazy.
I went back and watched all of the XXL Freshmen after that. You know where it started falling off? In my opinion, where it started to fall off was 2016.
Where was J. Cole at? What year was
20?
What year was J. Cole in there?
You know, 2010, 2011?
Yeah, it was way back there.
So then
I think it fell off in like 20.
So then Vince Staples.
Okay, no. The one with
when was Vince?
No. The one with Vic Mensa, Chance the Rapper,
Chance.
Your boy Entanglement Boy. What's his name? August Alsina.
He's a rapper?
No, but he was on it.
That's weird.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fall off. That's the start of the fall off right there.
That was the start of it. That was the start of the fall off.
What about, was Jordan Lucas ever on one?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Really?
Because the next year after that was like Kodak Black, Lil Uzi Vert. Kevin Gates was on the one with Chance the Rapper. He actually started it off.
So that actually was a great, for them, that was a great XXL then.
I like Kevin Gates though.
Yeah,
After
but I
that,
mean, even if you don't like any of those rappers, they all had some level of some
success.
kind of success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single one.
I can't tell you the words to no Vic Mensa songs, but I know that he was successful.
Yep.
He has an audience.
Yep. And everyone after that, even the one after that, those individuals were still successful, but the quality of the artistry from bars was girl, it went down from my perspective.
Yeah.
It went downhill.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I could see it. As it was like this. And then it went, and I was like,
yeah.
dang. Because even the one Logic did, Logic was killing it with the bar. I was like, look at Logic doing this thing.
Yeah.
And then the next one was Chance rapping all them. Then I was like, oh yeah, I can see it. And that kind of started the whole,
and
that started the whole,
like, what,
I'm going to get him in the minute. When you're looking in the back, when you're getting it. When you see it in the minute, you're getting it. And that started that. That started
making noises.
That started it.
I had your girl in
and so
what?
I guess the culture feels like, hey, that's what makes the pinnacle of hip hop today is, which I would completely disagree with. But anyway,
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see the next.
I mean,
next.
The journey is ahead. We'll see if any of them actually break out. We'll have to circle back to this,
I'm gonna watch
like 6 months from now to see if any of them actually have a record that, because just because you can't freestyle don't mean that somebody can't write you a great bar. If the labels feel like these guys have a following that they can do something with their audience, then they'll make sure that the records are at least.
They do. And that is probably one of the most primary things that they have is a following.
And unfortunately right now, that's really all that matters.
They got a following. Whether it's from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, they actually have a following of people that are checking them out. Shoot, Ice JJ Fish got a following.
Oh, yeah.
And it's huge.
Yeah.
Almost 1 million.
Have they never had a cypher that had any of these Georgia rappers on there, like the Menace Kid and Tyler and Loaded, and it's like 5 or 6 of these Atlanta.
I didn't see it.
Young rappers.
It was crazy. They didn't even have, and not that I think that he should have won. They didn't even have Dre TL on there, who won the Rhythm and Flow. He wasn't even on there.
Actually, maybe I sent it to you, or maybe I
no, you sent it to me.
I was like,
yeah, you did.
They could have put the entire cast of that Netflix show,
and it would have been dope.
It would have been way better.
Way better.
Those females on that Netflix show had bars. They was some.
Shout out to my girl Tye P.
But
you know what I'm saying?
To your point though, do any of them, I don't want to use the word motion, but do any of them have anything outside the show?
I mean, the Netflix show would have been that biggest moment.
Yeah, outside they do.
And that's not good enough because
that's crazy.
When
outside
Netflix
they do.
becomes not good enough.
It's a fact though.
Ooh.
How does that
but they do though. Tye P. I can only speak for one person that I actually truly know on that show, which was Tye P.
I haven't heard anything from any of those artists. I seen one interview on Swing in the Morning with the girl from Detroit, Diamond.
Oh yeah, Detroit Diamond.
And I think she went on tour with Cass though.
But I've heard nothing of these.
But I heard nothing from nobody else at all from that whole show.
Oh yeah, I have
at all.
But let me ask you this:
not on no blog, not on no TV show.
Hold on, let me say this. Let me ask you this though: the guys that were on the XXL, had you ever heard of any of them? Other than the dude that was signed to T.
Yeah, Ray Vaughan, Jello, the one.
Those two.
The Ian dude.
Those are the only two I've ever heard.
Him and Tyler dissed him like 6 months ago. Tyler, the creator, dissed him for being like for mocking. He said he was mocking Future, and they had a whole back and forth thing. So those at least 3 I heard of.
I heard of none of them.
Jello, I definitely heard of because that's Lamar Ball's son, and he actually performed that song at the Super Bowl.
Move, get out the way.
The riding in the corner, baby. Whoa, that song was a hit for him. It sync placed everywhere.
What happened?
But that song,
he made it on the XXL, so he's still moving. But he was the only him and no, actually him. He was the only person on there who I'd ever heard one of their songs.
But yeah, Dre TL is doing stuff. J Taj is doing stuff. Tia P is doing stuff. They're all doing.
Like you
they're
said,
all
the
doing
Detroit
stuff.
girl,
Detroit
it's-
Diamond.
Nobody's listening. I haven't heard nothing from these people.
But
Yeah.
you ain't know none of the other people, just like the rest of us. We ain't never heard of none of them other people that
I
was
ain't never
on
heard
there.
of them. Almost none of.
If
I
there
think
were
Ray Vaughan I
8
heard
people
of.
on there, you heard of 3. That's not even half.
I mean, I don't have time to do it now. But we could sit down and look at all the numbers. And
But that's what That's
And
what we're
who-
guessing. I think we're guessing that they have big followings.
bigger than what I'm saying is
Yeah.
to your point as far as the show. I don't think any of those people on the show registers as much as the people who did make it on a XXL list in terms of following and numbers. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
Could be.
My point is the quality
Oh, well, quality.
of those
Yeah, I mean,
show contestants was at a higher level, and they did do something that clearly would have been in front of a world stage.
But to your
if
initial
you're on
point is
Netflix,
they look for following though. That's what they look for.
yeah.
They're looking for following and impacting the culture. And unfortunately,
Even the rhythm and flow.
those artists are way. I agree. Those artists, top to bottom, are better than the whole freshman XXL list. But from what they're looking for, it's not enough, I guess.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, because like Samara Sin has 388,000 subscribers on Instagram.
What about Tia P? How many Tia P got?
J Taj got 342,000. Tia P, she's still in the
2,000s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but hold on. Just to be number one, nobody got more emotion than Jello.
No, he got 3.3.
Yeah, nobody got more emotion than Jello.
Yeah, he got 3.3.
I mean, he was on the Super Bowl.
Detroit Diamond has 104,000. And
Who else? What was the other guy you named that you knew?
The one guy, he got a bunch of big followers.
Ray Vaughan has 534,000.
No, I'm talking about Ian. What's the white boy?
Oh, I don't even shoot.
He got
Well,
a
if he
big
got
fan.
dissed by old boy.
I'm just gonna type in. I don't even know Ian's whole thing.
Right? Is it IAN? Ian?
Yes, IAN, but I don't know his
Oh yeah, it could be.
his Instagram. Is it
Yeah.
Ian Schwartzman? I don't know. It's not that dude. I don't know. It was just Ian. Oh, what about 1900? Rugrat. Yeah, 1900 Rugrat. 463,000. So they got huge followings on social media.
That huge,
Well,
but and actually, in all
for
fairness,
for some type of
it could
independent.
be way more. Generally, especially today's generation of influencers, whatever you see on IG, they probably have twice that on TikTok.
Yeah, this Ian guy, he
Yeah.
got 1 million followers on Instagram and his YouTube. He's a pretty big deal.
He's a pretty. He is.
He's
What's
whack
his
as
name?
He's whack
just-
as
What's
What's
his
as
IG
spoiled.
handle?
I think it's just Ian. No, it's a bunch of A's. It's I and like
Yeah, that's crazy because I didn't even find that.
it's a
I
lot
know,
of
that's
A's.
why I was asking.
It's stupid. It's like I and like
Oh yeah,
They just basically held.
he has 967,000,
Yeah,
and
but see,
there's
that's what I'm saying.
and
If
there's
he's got
54
that-
people that I know that follow
Wow.
him. Why you like to follow True? Never mind. I ain't gonna judge y'all. I ain't gonna judge you.
I'm telling you, if you then flip to TikTok, I guarantee you he got twice the
Oh, yeah.
following. If they got any kind of motion on IG, the motion is
Mhm.
generally twice as much on TikTok.
I see a whole bunch of people that still, you like what you like. I understand.
I think sometimes you follow. Well,
get it.
sometimes I follow people just so I'm in the know.
in the know.
And it's not because I'm a fan of theirs.
Exactly.
It's
I wanna be in
because
the know.
I want to make sure that I stay abreast of
Of these things that are
what's
taking place.
popping or who's popping.
Right. But anyway, the whole thing was, if it's from an independent perspective, is this the caliber of music that independents should be striving for,
Right.
that is being showcased and quote unquote exploited and validated on a platform like XXL to say this is what the culture of hip hop looks like today, or this is what the standard of hip hop looks like today.
Yeah.
And should independent artists strive to do or mimic that type of artistry or lyricism in order to make it within the industry? That was my whole point of bringing up the XXL, even though it was trash, to bring it up and talk about it. Should they strive to mimic that type of
I think the door should be open for like media to like maybe even the folks at Netflix. You know, it's a good opportunity. Who produced the show? Was it Rhythm and Flow?
Yeah, Rhythm.
To start their own like cipher to kind of like counter that, because obviously they care about bars and they care about, you know, to a degree anyway. But they should. Somebody somewhere should take this opportunity to come and restore the standards in hip hop. You know,
we need to go back to the 5 mics
or something.
We need to have somebody. That's the show with 5 mics. There you go. Even though you probably can't take it, but I mean,
somebody need to do something.
Can kind of restore? We should do that. We should right now put a call out to indie artists. Submit us 16 bars. We looking to put together
5 mics.
We're gonna call it the indie unplugged cipher.
Something.
And we're gonna show that there are some independents
that are really killing it.
That's better than what XXL just showcased.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm with it.
We should do that.
We should do it.
So let's put the call out there. Send us your hot 16.
I'm with it.
Cause we need to know that we need to have some hope for the future.
Oh gosh, that's probably why a lot of the older artists are coming out with albums and just flooding the market, because they like, yo, y'all need to get back to pure hip hop versus whatever this is y'all trying to do.
Yeah,
but I think the media needs to follow suit though and like highlight some of that stuff more.
I 100% agree
because
I was like, Raekwon's album didn't even get that much promo.
None of that stuff gets.
Yeah, but did he promote it though? Like people are spending as much time talking about the Clips album as they are talking about the Clips rollout strategy and how that was like the most amazing 30 days of marketing that the industry has seen
in a long time. That's because that rollout plan is the rollout plan they used to do.
Yeah.
And people just don't do it no more. So it came as like this is a great rollout plan. It was, but it's what the rollouts used to look like.
Yeah.
Y'all just got away from doing those rollouts.
Real
like that.
rollouts.
That's right.
And in this case, I guess, can we say that were they spending their own money? Was this their own rollout? Had they already got dropped?
I think Rock Nation had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I think
Rock Nation picked them up, right? After they...
I think they had a lot to do. Well, that and the connections that they had a lot to do with
it. I mean, when you've been in the game that long, it's not...
Had a lot to do with it.
It's not hard to get interviews and that kind of thing.
Because they talked about how they were over in Paris with Pharrell during Fashion Week, making music, and it was like, yo, let's just play the music at Fashion Week. And they were like, bet. And they, boom.
Yeah.
Which made... And that worked for Pharrell because he was involved in Fashion Week. So
well, yeah, I mean, you know, Kanye's done that in the past.
Yeah.
So, like you said, it has been done before.
Yeah. Shout out to the Clips. Shout out to any rapper, young or old, that actually cares about their raps and actually can rap really well. Just shout out to you.
That can actually rap really well.
12 to
shout out to you.
60.
8 to 80.
I think Kendrick care about his bars.
Oh, here we go.
I think he do.
I think he does.
Think that
Kendrick is a better rapper than T.I.
Those weren't.
Here we go.
Kendrick is twice the rapper T.I. is.
Yeah, if Kendrick stood on Kendrick's shoulders.
Kendrick is better than T.I.
Kendrick stood on Kendrick's shoulders.
That's the only way he twice as much anything.
He got to stand on his own shoulders.
That's it.
Kendrick is a better rapper than T.I.
On his own shoulders.
Yeah, that's the only way.
Nas is a better rapper than T.I. Jay-Z is a better rapper than T.I.
Okay.
Black Thought from the Roots better rapper than T.I.
I was about to say Black Thought too.
I'm just thinking.
Let me tell you what. I don't care who you are as a rapper.
Jadakiss is a better rapper than T.I.
You try to say you better than Black Thought as a rapper? Dark-skinned human person. I'm gonna say another word. We're like
Scarface is better rapper than T.I.
I don't know about that.
Whoa.
Scarface
like
better than T.I.
Whoa.
I sit alone in my room staring at candles.
Scarface.
Scarface is better rapper than T.I.
I love Scarface, but you tripping. And
I like Scarface too. But.
And I actually don't disagree with anybody that you said before that. The difference between those people and T.I., with the exception of Jay-Z, is T.I. has great songs.
He does have great songs.
He has great songs. Black Thought is an incredible rapper. He's got maybe 4 great songs. Yeah. T.I. has
his lyrical abilities is crazy.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of rappers that
got
bar
great songs.
for bar are probably better than T.I.
Yeah.
But great songs, Jay-Z, T.I., Drake,
They got great songs.
Ross,
Yeah.
Wayne.
Rick Ross got better songs than T.I.
Oh my gosh! All right, ladies and gentlemen.
In my opinion, he
Ross
do.
is.
In my opinion, he
when
do.
I'm in the gym, I listen to 2 artists, T.I. and Ross.
Boom, there you go.
I'm just messing
But
with
T.I.
Ty.
is the greatest of all
I'm
time.
having a good time with Ty.
T.I. is the greatest of all time. We all agree on that.
That's a
Next
fun.
week, we all wearing T.I. shirts.
I'm gonna buy a T.I. shirt just to wear
I've
it. on
never
it.
seen a T.I. shirt before
You know
in my
why?
life.
Because he ain't had that big.
Unless it's like his crew got some Grand Hustle shirts or something.
Probably.
Never seen one.
I'm just picking one, man.
That's hilarious, man.
It's okay, man. I know you love T.I. So
I do.
Anyway,
We got the same birthday, September 25th.
that's why I already know.
that he missed the whole
I take
Virgo.
it with a grain.
He missed Virgo, so never mind. He could have been.
He had a restaurant called 925 that I wanted to go to, but it closed so I can go to it though.
You know why it closed?
I'm like, that's our birthday.
You know
bro.
why? Why it closed? Wasn't that good?
Too busy making.
He wasn't that good.
He too busy making amazing music. He had to focus on the music.
That's right. So he
Yeah,
so not that
I wanted to go. I wanted to go.
restaurant.
I wanted to go.
Restaurant was a scam.
To meet him there one day and say, you know what? I had the same birthday.
The restaurant was a scam, but the music is real.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
The restaurant was a scam.
In the music,
Right.
I'm gonna reopen. I'm gonna do another 925. And we're gonna do it right.
That'd be fire.
We're gonna have
I'm gonna do a
wings.
9-5.
We're gonna have wings,
That's your birthday, 9/5.
pizza,
Yeah. I'm gonna do a 9-5.
Detroit pizza, Chicago pizza, and New York pizza.
And St. Louis pizza.
St. Louis got pizza?
St. Louis.
What?
You said St. Louis got pizza. Like
I mean, like their own version of pizza.
Emos. Emos. Oh my God. Yeah, the emos.
They got their own. Okay, we gotta talk off mic about that. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
emos.
I'm on a diet now. So.
Yeah, emos. So, all right, y'all. We out. Peace.
we out.